Garothi Mythic has few optimizations to really push it that hard as it's a patchwork fight, but there are a couple of things you can really consider when doing the fight as Enhancement. The first is whether you pick Feral Lunge, Windrush or Rainfall. That really depends on if you have a Warlock. Lunge is great for getting back in after Eradication if you've got the gateway to get you out in the first place. Windrush is great to get out if you haven't, and also to help the other melee if they need it. Rush can also help maneuvering the melee during bad decimation windows in case they have to soak during the final phase and are knocked back so they can get to the safe side where you've positioned them. Rainfall can also work, but shouldn't really be necessary unless your healers are really struggling, but it does provide a lot of extra additional healing to the melee if you absolutely have to, at the sacrifice of your DPS. Your Astral Shift has two uses. You can either use it for the Eradication after you leap out to mitigate the damage that's going to hit the raid if there aren't raid cooldowns to cover that, or you can use it during the high damage dot phases in the second phase after the first cannon wave, just to mitigate a bit of the dot damage that's going to come through after you get hit by the decimations. Spirit Walk is a lot more freeform for whenever you feel like you're really out of position and you haven't got any other tools to save you, but generally speaking it's a very patchwork single spot fight, so you shouldn't really be too much in danger or have to pre-plan it too much. Lastly, for DPS, there's only really one tip that I can give people outside of just performing your regular rotation. There's not really any talent flips or anything that are going to give you anything, and that's Crash Lightning aggressively during the first cannon phase only to activate it, and to try and reactivate it just before the phase ends when there's two cannons active for a little bit of additional single target. Otherwise, it's just a single target patchwork fair. There's not really much you can do other than just hitting the boss. That covers everything I can really say about the boss though. In the background you can see me killing the boss, and that shows mostly how I was playing it. So that was the first week, so I'm sure I did something stupid. But either way, I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.